Everybody, welcome to the Digital Hallway. I'm Robbie Jesus. I'm your host for today, and I got a video for you, and for you. Today, we're gonna be looking at some videos that I really can't explain. I don't know what to say about them. They just crazy, weird, creepy, all of the above. I mean, you guys let me know down in the comment what you think, cause we got some bangers today. So let's get right into the first one.
Here are 5 disturbing and scary facts you didn't know. Part 18. If your immune system ever found out that you have eyeballs, you would go blind. Which means right now your immune system has no clue that you can see. Because if it did, they would attack your eyeballs until you can no longer ever see. In 2021, a new homeowner was shocked to find a boarded-up wall. When he ripped the boards off the wall, he discovered a hole. And that hole was a doll clutching a note. The note saying that she killed a family who lived there in the 1960s. Be honest, would you move out? There's biotech being developed as we speak that can make prisoners feel like they are serving a 1,000-year sentence in a matter of 8 hours.
I'm pretty sure he gave us more than 3 facts, but I really hope my immune system does not find out that I have eyeballs, because it'll be a wrap. I like seeing beautiful things. I like my eyeballs, so yeah, that's pretty scary to know. The doll in the house, yeah, I would have been left. I would have moved out immediately, no doubt about that. I'm not staying there with a doll saying they murdered his family. No, nope, not me, couldn't do it. Yo, that's a huge nope for me. First of all, I can't see underwater. I'm not going in the water. I can't see through the water. I'm not going in the water. I'm not, listen, it's when I go to the beach, I get scared. But I make sure I go to the beach where I can see my feet. And if I do swim, I'm swimming where the water's like up to here. That's it. That's it. I'm not going any deeper than that unless it's crystal clear blue water. It's a no for me. Oh, I would have died in that water right there in that.
Please let me in. Huh? Please help me.
What? What's wrong with you?
It's for me.
What?
It took my daughter.
Parker?
Please let me inside.
Parker!
Oh, what was that? I would have drove off. But then again, it looked like they knew the person, but I would have drove off. Oh my God.
Are you afraid of me?
Pretty sure that one video was fake. She had way too many different camera angles for it to be real and authentic. The creepy doll though, yeah, there's always something about creepy dolls. Could have been a malfunction. If it was a battery one and the eyes just move like independently because if it's battery operated, then I could see that. But if it's not, yeah, that's creepy. The last one, that's what happens when you go to abandoned places or like cemeteries. You're bound to see some crazy stuff happening. These guys are brave. Couldn't be me.
Videos that can never be explained. A police body cam captures lady vanishing out of nowhere.
Hey, how's it going?
I was speeding, wasn't I?
Yeah, and you completely blew past that stop sign in front of me.
I did. I'm so sorry. I literally didn't even see it.
Alright, no
This is
worries.
my first time being pulled over.
Alright, can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
Okay.
a birthday party. So,
Got it.
not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no, of course not.
Alright. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is
Where did she
What
go?
the? Sarah? What the heck? Sarah? 3201 to dispatch.
Yeah. It would have been funny if she was just dug down like underneath the dashboard. That'd be so funny, you know. But seriously, that's pretty weird. She just disappeared out of nowhere. Like the cop literally just turned around for a split second and she was just gone. Nowhere to be found. That is pretty creepy. Hopefully that girl Sarah is alright. She made it to the party on time.
In this world that we live in, there's two main motivating forces, and I tweet about it all the time. It's love or fear. You can't explain love. You know, my cousin is locked up for murder, and I love him. And so he did a bad thing, but I still love him. Here's the idea why you're in a simulation. Let's start with acting, first of all. And a 2-year-old screams at a restaurant, the entire restaurant screams, teach that kid how to act. We're all unpaid actors in some giant script that we didn't write. Simulation, a 2-year-old jumps on a coffee table and someone says, that's a coffee table, don't jump on that. So it went from being something that makes him feel like Superman, he's got his cape on. He's 2 years old, he doesn't give about a coffee or a table. And he's starting to like calculate all these things. And by the time you're 40 years old, you've got a wall full of coffee tables calculating you into traffic, calculating you into your career choice. You know, that's the simulation that I'm talking. That's what I mean when I say simulation.
I used to think Kanye was crazy, man. I was one of those people that'd be like, what is this guy talking about? He's lost it. Like, why don't he just stick to his music? But then I started doing research and thinking about it. Like, Kanye really not crazy. Like, he's not a whistleblower per se, but he's letting us know, like, open our eyes and see what he sees. You know, he's up there in the industry, so he knows a lot of things that we don't. So I don't think he's crazy anymore, man. I think he's just letting us know, like, man, listen, be aware of your surroundings. Like, ish is real, you know? Big up Kanye, man. Shout out to
The next video has very little context. A man was out jogging one afternoon when he happened to come across a long paved road. He looked to his left and happened to notice a mysterious creature hunched over in the middle of the road. He had heard reports from local friends and family that a strange creature resided in the woods, but he never paid the rumors any attention. On this afternoon, he would eventually realize that the bizarre rumors were in fact true.
I ain't gonna lie, at first, I thought it was like a cat or something like that. It looked like a cat, pointy ears and something, I don't know. But then when it turned around and it noticed him, it looked like a completely different creature. I'm looking at like, what the heck was that? Man, look, he was pretty far. That man better just hope he can get away from it before it catches him.
Henry Murray and his best friend Pete decided to go on a spearfishing trip where Henry had told Pete that he wouldn't mind getting eaten by a shark. Henry suggested they go to Millers Point, Australia because it was notorious for shark attacks. They swam out into the water where Henry took a deep breath and dove down to the bottom of the ocean where he successfully speared a fish. But seconds later he noticed the haunting silhouette of a great white shark in the distance. Instantly regretting his wish of being eaten by a shark, he raced to the surface back to Pete. As they frantically swam back to shore, the great white rocketed out of the water beside them but missed its attack. The shark immediately circled back while Henry defended himself with his spear gun. It relentlessly kept returning for Henry until finally it swam underneath him and bit down on his legs, dragging him to the bottom of the ocean. His friend Pete watched as the shark swallowed Henry up to the chest with only his arms and head sticking out of its mouth. Pete swam back to shore in pure fear, and Henry was never seen again.
I think it's time to do some research. I want to look deep into this because that sounds a little too fishy. 1 second. So let's see. Here it says Cape Town. Here. Henry Murray was 22, apparently attacked by the shark, about 2300. Miller's Point. Here's Peter shot. Managed to shoot the shark with a spear gun, but had not determined if this had any effect. The Simonstown police arranged trauma counselors to begin counseling Pete and the family members of Henry Murray. Zimmerman said. Too creepy for me, man. Too weird. Something's going on.
Whether you believe this video is real or not, it is undeniably scary. In 2003, guests at a hotel started calling the front desk about a screaming woman on the second floor, so the security guard went to go have a look. As he's making his way upstairs, the dispatcher tells him it's room 209 and no one's checked into that room. When he gets outside room 209, he hears it too. Take a listen. The security guard is visibly shaken, but finally musters the courage to go into the room to investigate, only to come out seconds later with a terrifying report.
John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down.
No one knows what happened in room 209, and despite numerous investigations, no one's debunked this footage. Over the years, the hotel has had dozens of noise complaints from that room.
Anybody remember that movie 1408 with John Cusack and Samuel Jackson? Kind of what we got going on right here. Creepy, creepy, creepy! Yeah, that man looked like he was fearing for his life. He did not want to go into that room, and I don't blame him at all, man. If I hear screaming coming out of an empty room and nobody's checked in there, yeah, buddy, listen to me. You can fire me. I will not be going in that room. I actually quit. I don't feel good. I'm going home. Goodbye. Your therapist has no idea what's in your basement because he don't know what he talking about face your fears of the dark by not running up the stairs. Man, did you see what was in your basement? Man, when I was a kid, I used to, matter of fact, I still do it to this day. When I turn off the lights, I run to my room where there's light because I don't trust the dark. I don't know what's in it. I can't see. Oh, talking about trust your, don't run upstairs. Your therapist crazy, man. Get rid of your therapist.
What do we think those helmets were that they were wearing?
Nobody knows, because no physical example of such a helmet has ever been found, just like no physical example of an Egyptian pharaoh's crown has ever been found. All we see is the stone reproductions of them.
Do they universally wear these helmets in these stone reproductions?
They pretty much all wear these helmets in the Olmec stonework. There's another fascinating figure from La Venta, one of the Olmec sites, which is the earliest ever image of a plumed or feathered serpent. The feathered serpent is a famous icon in Central America. Quetzalcoatl, who's the god of peace, the bringer of civilization, who is associated, for example, with the famous pyramid of Kukulkan, which is just another name for Quetzalcoatl at Chichen Itza, where on the spring equinox a shadow effect creates the image of a serpent coiling down the stairway and joining with the carved head of the serpent.
You know what? He brings up a really good point. Like, why haven't we found ancient Egyptian, like, the hats that they wore back in the day? Like, not one. Like, we found their tombs, we found a couple coffins, but never their possessions. That's weird. Why haven't we found any of their possessions? I mean, granted, they could have been stolen, but still, there's nowhere in the world that those things exist. I mean, there's plenty of pictures, evidence that they used to wear them back in the day, so it's like, where they at, you know? We'll never know. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are the videos I got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I had a really good time. I hope you guys did too. If you liked the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and please, guys, turn on your post notifications if you haven't already so you could be notified every time I upload a video. Again, thank you guys for joining me. My name is Robbie Jesus. This has been The Digital Hallway. I'll see you next time. Peace.